Hello my friends and welcome to episode 12 of our Football Manager 2022 Build a Nation in Scotland save. We're using Mozza's independence database, and I realised through all that time I was going to have a little story to, cover off the independent stuff, and I realised during our off time it went through. Sorry guys, I kind of messed that one up, but because I was on holiday so much, not in a job, I completely missed it. We have had a busy and very, very productive summer at Clyde. I am delighted with some of the business we've done. Couple of weak areas in the team that I will need to look at, but generally I am delighted. So first up, coming in, our first signing was Andrew Winter, a solid sort of striker. He's not the best, he's League 2 level, but he's good League 2 level. We then got Jordan Allen, who is also League 2 level. He's a left back, but he's solid. We do need a backup left back, but he's okay, or a first team left back if we can get a better one. But he's decent at the dead balls, great at his long throws. He's all right pace, all right defending, all right crossing, blah blah blah. My kind of fullback, to be honest. He will do a job. We then got Reese Meakin, and he was actually technically my first signing because that was a pre-transfer deal in from Dunfermline. He's on a bit bigger a wage than what I should play. He is a good League 1 player, and this is why I was so excited, because from here on in, you're going to see some cracking signings. We've got Connor Allen in, former Rangers youth player. I don't know too much about him, but he's a League 1 standard player, fairly solid. As you see, by the way, look at the star rating. He's a League 1 standard player. He's our 4th best midfielder. We've got Toby, and he's the ex-Celtic goalkeeper. Again, League 1 standard. This is unreal. Potential championship standard as well. He could be with us for a few years. We've got Kyle Semplin, another former Rangers youth player. Premiership standard player, boys. We have a Premiership standard left back / centre back. He will play at centre back. A Premiership standard. And he's on a 3-year deal, which means we will get money for him if someone wants to buy him. This is absolutely insane. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was League 1 standard with my scouts, so I don't know. But generally, you look at these stats, I didn't think he was too far off Premiership standard, to be honest. He is absolutely unreal. I am delighted to get Kyle Semplin. He's not even on that big a wage. Well, he is. He's one of our higher earner players. We've got Bruno Davidson in, an ex-Celtic youth player as well. Had a season at Peterhead. He can play across the front three. We've promised him we'll play him off the right. It's not actually the ideal thing that I wanted to do. We then got Stephen Skugel, the ex-Sheffield United player, back in 2017, where he played there, but he's a solid sort of cam. Can play on either side of the wings. In fact, he can cover about a gazillion positions, but cam's really going to play for us. Again, good League 1 player. We've got Alexander Eastdale, another sort of semi-decent striker. He's not brilliant. Striker is a big issue for us, I will be honest. And that is going to be prevalent going forward. That it is a major issue. We've got Alexander Eastdale, we've just covered. We've got Michael Dangana in on loan, another striker who is probably not quite good enough. I think he's actually probably the weakest of the lot. He's just a League 2 standard player. All our strikers are League 2 standard, apart from this guy, Dyer Mabude. He is a League 1 standard player, but he can't finish and he has very little composure. So we're retraining him out on the left wing, which is another problem area for us. So I felt like he would work out better over there. In the Cup, he played alright out there. And then just arriving just 2 days ago, not played a game yet, we got Regan Thompson. Formerly of Queen's Park and Newcastle, had a season at Goodenick Morton last year. This is a championship midfielder. I was done with midfield, and then my scouts recommended Regan Thompson. I have used Regan Thompson a couple of FMs ago when I was in a Queen's Park save. He is unreal. Absolutely unreal. We can retrain him down here as well to help out. He's worth up to 30k. Kind of please show Regan Thompson's stats. So yeah, as you see, a couple of loans down this sort of way. Last season, a full season in the championship at Goodenick Morton. Solid player. I am ecstatic to get a player of Regan Thompson's quality in. We've got Kyle Semple. This is a team that if we can get a striker or get the strikers that we have brought in putting, then we will do well. We will do well. Our first game is going to be against Annan, who we've already played. Now, our first game was against Hamilton, and I messed this up. I went in and out of habit hit the I expect a win. team talk, to which the players went, eh? Hamilton are at least 2 divisions above us, it might even be 3, they're 2 divisions above us, you know, they're a good team. You can't be expecting that. I do think 4-1 was harsh on us, but at that point I was like, oh, I could have set myself in for trouble here. Alexander Eastdale got us a goal in the 5th minute, but from there on in, as much as Hamilton were better, they deserved the win. I do feel 4-1 was harsh, as I say. We then played St Mirren. Jordan Allen scored for us, Lee Connolly and Nathan Holland making it very, very hard for us there. St Mirren were again the better team, as you would expect. At that point I was like, right, I need to get a friendly because I need to recover morale. So I arranged this friendly with a Brayhead. It was kind of just one of those, let's recover morale and give the boys an extra game to get used to the system kind of thing, so it worked out in a lot of different ways. But before that we played Annan. Kyle Semple scored to equalise against Annan Hunter's opener, and Ross Cunningham scored as well. Now this could have gone either way, this game. It was very, very tight. I think a draw would have probably been a fair result, but I'm not going to complain. Excuse me. Then we played East Stirling, who are newly promoted to the League 2 from the Lowland League. Once the worst team in Scotland, if you go back to the mid-2000s, or the worst sort of known team in Scotland because of the no relegation. I think they won 1 game in about 3 years or something, but you know, they're still a good team. They're still, they know how to play football. They've just been promoted, they're on a high. Michael Dangana got a goal to get us 1-0 up. This could have been 4 or 5. I'm trying to be honest and say, you know, what I feel about all the different games. This was a game that we played our best. It was the time that I started to see the attacking intent. Darren Mabudi started doing things that on the left wing that I'm hoping to see from him all season long. You know, he's quick. For this league, he's quick anyway. I'm hoping to really, really see that. Today is Annan, who, as you've seen, we've already played, and the game was very, very close away from home. We're playing away from home again. Let's get into it. This is the team we're going with for our first game in charge. Regan Thompson comes in for this first game. He's not match fit, but there's only one way to get a match fit, and I don't think we can ignore the quality he will bring to that midfield. We've got Toby in goal. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his last name. We've got Meakin, Stranger and Semple, and Allen in defence. Allen and Regan Thompson in the midfield. Scoogle in the 10. Cunningham on the right. And Buri on the left. And Dangana leading the line up top. Let's go, boys. I'm content with this team. This is probably the best window I've had in Football Manager for a long time in terms of signing players with an objective, which is to win this league, in mind. I don't think we could have had a much better window. And we've not spent a penny doing it. We had money to spend. The club gave us money. We're not over our wage bill. We've still got places that we can go. You know, I'm absolutely ecstatic with how well this window's going. If we could have just got a striker, would have been in heaven. So the great thing with this is, I don't think we need, if we go up, we only need to replace players that we lose, and we only need to replace players that, you know, probably a striker. That's where I wanted to be, was to build a team that I knew I wouldn't have to rebuild one next season, and I think we've done a good job of that. I know there's not a huge standard gap between League 1 and League 2 in Scotland, so I'm not expecting, you know, miracles. Oh my days. What in the world was that? Evison has opened the scoring against us for Annan with this absolute thunderbolt on his left peg. The goalkeeper has to do better there, let's be honest, but that shouldn't be going in. It really shouldn't. I actually meant to go and scout Jack Purdue, by the way, because he's a player I liked a few years ago, so I'm going to scout him. What is your long shots? You've got 5 for long shots. And your right foot. That was on your weak foot with 5 long shots, and that was the quality you produced. That's irritating me. That is irritating me. I'm going to berate here because this isn't good enough, boys. This is not good enough. Are we even dominating possession? No, we're not, really. 57% is obviously meaning we're in control of the ball, but we're not dominating possession. This is not good enough at all. Right, let's make a change. We're going to bring on Eastdale up top. I'm not convinced in this one, but hey ho. I'm not convinced in any of our strikers, let's be honest. We will find one though. We'll bring on Bruno for the Cunningham. Let's go attack. And we've only had one shot on target from 8. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. We've not had a lot of highlights yet either. Eastdale. Oh my days. Chase the ball then, man! Not a great performance from us here. This is the kind of performance that will pee me off if this is what happens this season. Because we've got a team that should be better than this. You know, we've not even had a highlight. Unless this is our highlight. It's really not our highlight. They've had 3 and we've had none. They've had a ridiculous long shot. And good block. Good block. We've just not performed. We've just not performed to our level. And this is not what I saw against East Stirling. It's not what I saw against Annan in the Cup. I'm not happy with that, boys. I'm not happy. The water bottle's going, by the way. And I don't care if you're demotivated. That is ridiculous. I'm not having that kind of performance from yous this season. Right, so I guess we are going to come back for... This is weird sort of set of fixture list. Let's come back from Stirling Albion, a team that turned us down while in a relegation scrap because we had no history of promotion. So let's come back for that one. I think that's a good time to come back as well because the transfer window will just be shut and then we can make a jump. So, back next time for Stirling Albion, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, hit the like button, hit subscribe. I'll hopefully catch you all next time.